here. I'm going to steal it also and put it into Gambia, inshallah ta'ala. It's an honor to share as the Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us that بَلِّغُوا عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةً. Even you know one ayah, but you know it perfectly, authentically, then you need to share it with others.
Jadi hari ini kita ambil kesempatan untuk bertabarruk dan juga berterima kasih kepada Imam Ilham yang sudah memberikan kesempatan kepada Syekh Taha untuk menjelaskan, dan juga di sini disebutkan bahwa mengumpul satu hadis bahwa sampaikanlah walaupun hanya satu ayat. Jadi kalau kita mengetahui satu ayat yang otentik dan kita tahu, maka kita harus menyampaikan.
So this door that I'm seeing right now here is talking about ما يحرم استعماله من الأواني وما يجوز. What is permissible for man and for women as a believer, as a Muslim, to use like cups, plates, and all that. What is permissible for use into your house to eat with it, like spoon, cup, and all that, to use it in the house, and what is not permissible. What's permissible and what is not permissible to use in terms of those utilities in the house.
Jadi saat ini kita akan masuk kepada pelajaran terkait dengan wadah seperti piring, cup, gelas, segala macam yang bisa digunakan di dalam rumah. Nah, jadi nanti akan dibahas, ternyata nggak semuanya bisa tuh. Ada yang boleh digunakan, ada yang tidak boleh digunakan sebagai wadah di dalam rumah.
Part of that included, for example, you have a phone and you have the cover of the phone. What kind of cover as a man used to use, and with not, maybe you have a watch or you have a pen, is a gold or silver, whether it's halal for use or not. All of that is inside of this store, inshallah.
Jadi nanti akan dibahas hal-hal yang terkait juga dengan aksesoris seperti halnya jam, pulpen, ada yang dari perak, dari emas, apakah itu boleh atau tidak, insya Allah akan dibahas di sini.
ولا يجوز في غير ضرورة لرجل أو امرأة استعمال شيء من الأواني الذهب والفضة. It's not permissible for a man or for a woman to use anything from those things that we mentioned that is made from gold or silver, except this is darura, and we'll talk about what is darura.
Jadi tidak boleh wadah ini, walaupun untuk laki-laki dan perempuan, yang asalnya dari emas dan perak, kecuali darurat.
So darura, I will give it in an example. For example, I was traveling from Bahrain, coming to here. I was hungry in the plane, and I have to eat, and they give me a spoon. They didn't give me, I'm just giving an example. They give me a spoon that is gold, that I have to eat. Okay, and I cannot use my hand, maybe I touch many things, maybe there is microbes, and I don't have sanitizer, and I don't have anywhere to wash. So this is, and I have to eat in a way that if I don't eat, I will be dying. Not in a way that if I don't eat, nothing will happen. So in that case, this is darura that I can use. Darura, the word is from dur, meaning harmless. So you are in a position where if you don't use this, you're going to harm yourself. In that case, then you can use it.
Oke, jadi sebagai contoh darurat itu, beliau tadi kan ambil contoh, beliau itu terbang dari Bahrain dan ternyata harus makan di pesawat misalnya. Tapi ini contoh ya, bukan berarti beliau dikasih, tapi misalnya dikasih sendok emas gitu. Sementara tangannya kotor segala macam, dan posisi beliau harus makan. Kalau beliau bisa puasa tidak makan, itu belum darurat sebenarnya. Nah, tapi kalau udah darurat, nah itu boleh dipakai. Jadi darurat itu asal katanya dari dur. Itu berarti hard, menyakiti diri sendiri. Apabila tidak kita lakukan, kita akan tersiksa ibaratnya.
So he's elaborating from that. He said, so for man and woman, it's not permissible for them to use those utilities, لا في أكل ولا في شرب ولا في غيرهما. You cannot use them to eat with it or to drink with it.
Nah, jadi satu hal nih, bahwa di situ disebutkan bahwa alat-alat tersebut tidak boleh digunakan yang tadi perak sama emas tidak boleh digunakan untuk minum ataupun untuk makan. Hati-hati nih kalau lagi hotel bintang 5 misalnya. Nah, itu suka pakai silver plate. We go to the 5-star hotel for example.
Yes.
They serve dinner. Only the silver plate. Jadi harus hati-hati.
Yes. If you go to the 5-star hotel, for example, if you can eat with your hands, it's better. If you can avoid it, it's better. But if you are in a position where you cannot use that, inshallah, it's not a problem. إن الضرورات تبيح المعذورات. It's a قاعدة فقهية. They said when you are in a position that you have to do it, you have no other choice, then it is permissible for you that particular moment. But after that, it's no longer permissible for you.
Oke. Jadi disebutkan tadi kalau di hotel misalnya harus makan, gak ada pilihan lain, ya harus makan. Tadi ada kaidah fikih, kaidah fikih
تبيح المعذورات.
tubihin makruh.
Yes.
So jadi ada kaidah fikih bahwa kalau memang itu sifatnya darurat, ya bisa dilakukan, tapi hanya untuk saat itu, nggak bisa untuk setiap saat.
وكما يحرم استعمال ما ذكر يحرم اتخاذه من غير استعمال في الأصح ويحرم أيضا الإناء المطلي بذهب أو فضة, as it is not permissible to use those utilities that made from gold or silver. It is also haram to use them, to have them, while you're not even using it like for eating or drinking, but you using them for how to call it, just to in a medicine way. For example, maybe you use them where, for example, some people, for example, will take silver injection, yes, or they put it in their teeth as a gold teeth. Yes, and it's not allowed for men to use that. For that. So for that, you cannot use it. But except darura also. For example, even to have dental teeth, just for the beautification, for man is not allowed. But for example, if you are a teacher and you have some teeth out from your mouth, when you pronounce the word will sound something else. For example, if you want to say ha becoming ho, okay, because of your teeth here, because you want to say ta becoming sa. Okay, in this case, the ulama said that there is a rukhsa that you can do the teeth. So this is not because of you want to beautify, but it's there for something that is valuable, which is you want to teach Quran and you want to pronounce it correctly or something like that. Okay, but without that, just to beautify yourself, is not allowed. This is normality, but for taking gold and silver for man is not allowed.
Jadi disebutkan bahwa alat-alat tersebut itu bukan hanya larangannya terbatas kepada makan dan minum saja, tapi juga untuk kegiatan-kegiatan yang lain, seperti tadi untuk medicine, untuk keperluan misalnya seperti suntikan, ataupun tadi untuk gigi palsu misalnya. Nah tadi sebagai contoh gigi palsu, nah yang beliau jelaskan tadi, kalau tujuannya untuk beautifikasi itu nggak boleh. Tapi kalau tujuannya untuk membantu, misalnya ada satu guru agama mau ngajarin agama gitu ya, ya kalau nggak ada giginya kan nggak bisa ngomong tak, nah jadinya sak semua kan, itu kan bahaya tuh. Dia boleh pakai gigi palsu, itu pun nggak boleh emas tapi kalau laki-laki.
So it's part.
Kembali ke yang gini.
Gini ya?
Ya.
Karena digambil.
So it's part of the darura also. If you have to do that for the medical reason, is allowed for the medical reason. And for example, when someone have an accident and you have to have a surgery and they have to use metal to fix that part to the body. Doesn't matter where is it in the body, but maybe that metal is a silver metal or is a gold metal in order to fix the arm or the hand or somewhere. So it's because of it's a medical reason, it is allowed.
Jadi contohnya juga tadi darurat lagi kalau ini ada kecelakaan dan ternyata untuk memperbaiki anggota tubuh internal dalam organ-organ kita ternyata harus emas atau perak itu boleh. Ada darurat ya.
That is من غير استعمال في الأصح. ويحرم أيضا إناء المطلي بذهب أو فضة. Also, it is haram, as it is haram to use these utilities that are made from silver and gold. Now, it is not made from silver or gold, but is beautified, decorated with the silver and gold. Maybe the cup itself is something else from other material that are allowed, but maybe the cover or the handle or something, it is made from gold. It's the same thing. So, we cannot use.
Jadi misalnya tadi contohnya ada gelas, misalnya utamanya itu porselen, gitu kan? Ya. Tapi ada cangkirnya atau atasnya itu dekorasinya ada emasnya, itu nggak boleh dipakai baru.
ويجوز استعمال إناء غيرهما أي غير ذهب والفضة من الأواني النفيسة كإناء ياقوت. It is allowed to use the utilities that are not made from fidda or dhahab, okay, from gold or silver, the other one. Doesn't matter which kind of material it is, that are the materials that are so valuable, like yaqut, marjan, and all those ones. So he said that that's one is allowed to use, that are made from maybe wood or made from those type of stone that you get from the sea and all this. Diamond, yes.
Even though more expensive than gold?
Yeah, more expensive than gold, but fidda and dhahab, it is haram.
Okay. Jadi itu dia yang menarik memang di pelajaran fikih. Fikih itu benar-benar precise. Yang dilarang itu emas dan perak. Materi-material yang tadi apa marjan, bahkan berlian yang lebih mahal dari emas boleh.
So when we say that it is haram for use, is you use it as it said for eating or for drinking, but not haram to own it. It's not haram to own gold cup. Like maybe you buy it. You buy it to save your money. So in the future maybe you will sell it or you give it to the bank and they give you money, something like that. So it's not haram to own it, it's haram to use it, to drink with it, to eat with it or something like that.
Oke, jadi tadi mengenai misalnya gelas emas atau perak itu haram untuk menggunakan untuk minum, tapi tidak haram untuk memilikinya. Misalnya kita punya gelas emas untuk simpanan, boleh. Tapi jangan pakai buat minum.
Ya, jual lagi nanti.
Ntar jual lagi, nanti sedekahin ya.
And also, this silver, we know that it's allowed to have jewelry of silver for man. So you can have a ring, one ring for man. Women can wear silver jewelries and gold jewelries. Gold is not haram. It's not halal for man to use gold jewelries. But it's halal for him to use silver, one ring.
One ring.
Yes, that's for man. Sometimes you see many men have different jewelries, silver everywhere. It's not allowed. So in the other madahib, they are not strict to that as Maliki. In the other madahib, maybe it's makruh to have, for example, this silver watch or something like that, bracelets or something like that. It's there are some ulama who give rukhsa in this, but that is in silver, not in gold. Gold is haram totally. For man to wear that, but for women, it's allowed for them to wear that.
Okay. Jadi beliau tadi quote itu kalau ini di mazhabnya Maliki itu laki-laki boleh pakai cincin perak,
Satu. Nggak boleh kalung, gelang.
Nggak boleh.
Nggak
Jadi
boleh.
kalau udah emas, gold, laki-laki nggak boleh. Kalau perempuan boleh. Jadi semua yang terkait dengan emas, laki-laki itu nggak boleh. Tapi walaupun di mazhab-mazhab yang lain, itu ada rukhsah, ada kemudahan yang diberikan bahwa boleh pakai gelang perak, laki-laki boleh pakai cincin yang misalnya hanya lebih dari satu, tapi itu perak. Kalau emas nggak ada yang boleh.
Jam banyak emas.
Nah, watch.
No,
Gold watch.
yeah. No.
Watch cannot.
No, gold watch, gold for man, forbidden, totally. No watch, no ring, no nothing. You can own it. Yeah, you can own it. Yeah.
Dia berjual Pak Alex.
In the hadith, in a hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, man that wear gold and all that, they will not wear it in Jannah. It is serious to that.
Dia bilang dari Jannah.
Yeah.
Jadi ada hadis
If you wear it in this world, you know wear it.
bahwa barang siapa yang menggunakan itu di dunia tidak akan menggunakannya nanti di surga.
Pak Nama,
Ya.
mohon maaf. Kita kan masa kita Syafi'i.
Ya.
Kalau Syafi'i bagaimana?
Ya sama tadi.
Sama juga ya?
Enggak, tadi sama. Jadi kalau Maliki tadi misalnya cuma boleh satu.
Iya.
Nah, satu cincin. Nah, kalau Syafi'i boleh pakai gelang, boleh pakai lebih dari satu cincin, tapi perak. Nggak boleh. Kalau Maliki cuma satu. Mereka sederhana banget.
Iya. Ini dijual ke saya.
Okay, the last thing in this lesson, he said, ويحرم الإناء المضبب بضبة فضة كبيرة عرفا للزينة. So these utilities that we were saying, if you take a cup or plate or something that is not a silver or not a gold, but you take a silver or gold to decorate it. It's not for using to eat, but it's for decoration.
Ya.
That is also haram. Also haram. If it is utilities, it's not like maybe a picture or something like it is in the form of a cup or the form of a plate.
Oke.
So you take gold or silver to decorate that cup or that how to call it.
So we can buy gold or cup.
Uh,
Can we?
You can own it. He's talking about to use it.
Oh, use
It's,
it.
it's a part of the things that you utilize it.
Oke. Jadi sekali lagi.
You know, because the first one is kind of look like what he said, the first one. But the first one is that the goal of it is small.
Oke.
The rest is not a material.
Oke.
But here he's talking about the goal is more than the yeah.
Oke.
Yeah. So in either way, it's not allowed to use that to eat with it and all that.
Oke. Jadi di sini disebutkan lagi bahwa andai kata ada orang punya piring besar gitu ya, terus dia dekorasikan dengan hiasan-hiasan emas, pakai emas asli, udah itu udah nggak boleh lagi dipakai. Tadinya boleh, jadi nggak boleh. Karena dekorasi.
Okay. So the difference between two things here, that one was for eating, and this one is urfan li zina. If you do that just for zina, to tazayyun. Okay. For example, you have a ring. The ring is silver. You know, it's allowed for you as a man. But you put gold on it to decorate the, now it's haram for you. It's a silver ring, but you have gold decorated in it. Okay, that become haram.
Ya, jadi contohnya tadi andai kata kita punya tadi silver ring yang tadinya sebenarnya halal, tapi kalau kita mau dekorasi tambahkan emas di situ udah jadi haram. Nggak bisa kita pakai.
Kalau warnanya aja emas, tapi bukan emas.
Oh, bagaimana? How if only
Color.
color but it's not gold material?
No, that is halal.
Halal.
No.
She's gold color. So
Iya, ya. Banyak sendok apa tuh warnanya.
Iya, itu bukan bahan.
Tapi emas.
Yeah.
Ini bukan.
Like if it is a gold color, what is the question? To own it or to wear it as a man?
both. to wear it. Gold color, but not gold material.
Yeah, but man shouldn't wear any jewelry except one ring.
Maliki.
Yeah.
Shafi'i, we wear a lot of things.
Yeah, so that they wear a lot of things. But even Al-Arjah with the opinion of that Ruqsa,
Yeah.
you know, when the ulama have khilaf in the madahib,
Yeah.
if one of them say it is haram, the recommendation is not to do it. Kharijan min al-khilaf. You understand? So let's say what the Maliki said, it is haqq.
Yes.
You know, all what they said is haqq. But let's say that is what Allah wants. And you did it. You know, you didn't mean it here. So that is why what they said, when the fuqaha have khilaf in something, if someone says makruh, someone says jawaz, then no problem. But if someone says it's haram, now for you to save, to leave it. That is kharij al-khilaf. You understand?
Understand. Ini next level ya sebenarnya. Jadi bagus banget bahwa tadi kan bilang bahwa kalau beliau bilang iya tapi kan laki-laki kan cuma boleh pakai satu perhiasan tadi, satu cincin, nggak boleh lebih daripada itu. Dia bilang itu kan tapi Maliki, gitu. Saya bilang gitu kan. Terus beliau bilang gini, iya tapi walaupun ada ruksa, kalau kita mau selamat, gini dalam orang andai kata ada yang bilang itu haram, supaya kita selamat, ikutin yang haram itu. Bukan ikutin yang sebelahnya, kalau kita kan cenderung ikutin yang sebelahnya kan. Ikutin yang pengecualiannya. Kalau beliau bilang kalau mau selamat ikutin yang sebelahnya. So when you say only one jewelry, meaning that watch is also included.
Yeah.
Watch?
Watch.
No, that is for haja. That is why he said here, فَإِنْ كَانَتْ كَبِيرَةً لِحَاجَ جَازَ مَعَ الْكَرَاهَةِ. If the silver is so big, for example, the whole watch is so big, but you having it for haja, like you wear watch to look time.
Yeah.
That he said jaza, it is allowed, but ma'al karaha is here. You write it here, this is not valid. He said, فَإِنْ كَانَتْ كَبِيرَةً لِحَاجَةٍ جَازَ مَعَ الْكَرَاهَةِ.
What is ma'al karaha?
With dislike.
Oh, dislike.
Yes.
Okay. Jadi itu tadi beliau bilang bahwa andai kata pun contohnya tadi jam, fungsinya mau lihat waktu, boleh. Tapi bahkan di Syafi'i sendiri disebutkan tidak disukai menggunakan itu sebagai
emas.
perhiasan, boleh bukan emas ya, perhiasan yang berlebihan.
So he said, أو صغيرة عرفا لزينة كرهت. So let's say now the silver is not big. Maybe it's something else that is allowed. But the silver in that jewelry is small, or the gold in that jewelry is small. Okay? But urfan, how the community and the ada, like the norm and the tradition of the people, if you wear that, how they interpret it is zina. They don't interpret it like you need a watch to look. Maybe for some people, having a watch, for example, having Apple Watch and all those stuff sometimes, is for zina. Sometimes zina is for beauty, to beautify. It's not like you wear it because you have to wear it. You want time. You wear it because you want to beautify yourself.
Show off.
Yeah, to show off. So he said, أو صغيرة عرفا لزينة also kurihat. Okay, if the gold part of it in that jewelry or the silver part of it in that jewelry, it is small, but the norm the people understood it as tazayyun, as beauty, then if it is small, it's also kurihat. Kurihat means dislike.
Dislike, oke. Jadi walaupun tadi misalnya di jam itu, kan tadinya kan kalau misalnya kecil-kecil itu kan boleh gitu ya. Tapi kalau ternyata kecil-kecil itu masyarakat sekitar menganggap itu sebagai satu bentuk kemewahan, pamer gitu, bukan fungsinya untuk melihat jam, itu sebenarnya tidak disukai.
Okay, so let's close back a little bit. ويحرم الإناء المطبق بضبط
Dia pakai hukum sendiri.
فضة كبيرة عرفا لزينة. So it is haram to use utilities that we were saying that is decorated from something that it is gold, okay? That is just for beauty, that is haram. If what is the gold part of it in that utility, the cup or the things else, okay, is for zina, it is haram to use that one. Here we are talking about the one that is other material, but the decoration of the gold is more than the other material that is haram. It's just like the utility that which is gold or silver. I'm just elaborating what we just said that.
Jadi di sini tadi kalau kita melihat bahwa andai kata proportion atau komponen daripada emas itu dominan, itu udah haram. Tapi kalau komponen emasnya misalnya untuk perhiasan yang dipunya itu kecil gitu ya. Tapi sekali lagi dilihat lagi nih, ini fungsinya buat apa sih? Oh kemewahan, Rolex ini keren nih gitu kan? Itu dislike, tidak disukai. Jadi yang tadi haram kalau dominan yang kecil itu tidak disukai, dislike. But you know people know that too.
Yeah.
If it is dislike, it's okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know, in the Gambia, the same thing. Sometimes you tell people, it's makruh. They say, oh, no, makruh, no problem. One day, I give them the example. I said, okay, if you have a friend and you go to his house, you knock the door and you're about to enter, he opened the door and say, oh, I dislike you. How do you feel? Imagine we're talking about Allah dislike it. It's not like something. This is heavy. Okay? So, dislike in the spirituality, to leave it, is heavier than leave haram. You know why? Because only because of your love, then you will leave what Allah, that's the thing.
Oke, jadi ya inilah karakternya ulama ya. Bahwa kalau di Gambia juga sama orang-orang. Kalau dibilang makruh, misalnya dislike, nggak apa-apa, itu kan cuma makruh. Kan gitu kan, tetap boleh. Padahal logikanya adalah, bayangkan kalau kita ke rumah orang, kita visit, kita ketok pintunya, orang buka, dia ngeliat muka kita, saya nggak suka dengan dia. Gimana rasanya? Sementara ini kita melakukan sesuatu yang tidak disukai oleh Allah. Jadi kalau makruh Allah nggak suka gitu.
Tinggalkan.
Mestinya ditinggalkan, jangan dilakukan. Jadi itulah yang memang yang harus jadi perhatian kita sama-sama itu. Ya luar biasa itu. Itu gambaran yang paling telak sebenarnya untuk kita kerja sama.
Okay. فإن كان كبيرة لحاجة جاز مع الكراهة. We said that. So this referring to the utilities, not like watch or something. It's like a plate or cup or this thing. So maybe it broke, and then you take silver or gold to fix it. Okay, if the gold or the silver that you use to fix that cup or the spoon or that thing, you fix that, and that is big. It's big, but it's not more than the other material. Okay, it is halal for you to use it, but it's karah. You understand?
Halal.
It's halal, but kuriha, dislike, yes. For example, you have the spoon break, but it's another material. So you take silver to join it, or you take gold to join it. Okay, that portion of gold or silver is big. Okay, what the rest of it, which is from the other material, is more. It is like to use that spoon or that plate. Also, if that plate or that silver is not, he just used the silver or the gold just to join it, but he do that because the norm here, the people like the silver plate or gold or silver, they use it just to beautify their spoon or their plate. That also kuriha. You understand the difference? There you did it because you want to join the spoon because it's broke. Here you did it not because of that, but you beautify all that together.
Same level.
Korea, yes, yes.
Oke. Ya jadi kalau kita dekorasi tadi alat-alat tadi itu alat-alat seperti misalnya piring atau sendok, walaupun dia misalnya tujuannya untuk tadi misalnya yang rusak disambung
Bangkai.
kan pakai emas atau pakai perak ataupun tadi untuk beautifikasi. So even to beautify, it's okay if it is small, right? But
Yes.
but it's Korea.
Korea, yes.
Halal but Korea.
Korea, yes.
But if it is majority,
Yes, that is the end of it.